It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Fans. Are we on, Hector?
We're on.
We're on. Can you hear me?
I see us.
I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, blame them. But welcome. Boy, I'm going to tell you something. I am exhausted.
You're exhausted?
Wow, this is unbelievable.
This is only day 3 on the road. We got a couple more weeks, unless anyone has an in with Comcast. We got a couple more weeks on the road until our Comcast is hooked up into our new studio. But I love being on the road. I love meeting new interns and producers and the energy and holy smokes, look at this place. It is absolutely spectacular.
The funny thing is that you want to see how much you can fit in the smallest box possible.
It's like the car from the circus.
Don't move, hold your breath, because if you do, you'll be in the way.
You know what? I think it's because I'm so small that I'm used to small spaces. I've been sitting in this space since 10 o'clock this morning. We are live at JJ's Cafe in Delhi in Boca Raton. We're on the corner of Palmetto Park Road and Powerline Road.
Freddie A1.
You know what I love so much about this space is this space used to be our home, Freddie, when it was another restaurant. And as a matter of fact, our picture was on the window back in the day for the Brooklyn Cafe.
I remember,
back
the very
in the
first
day.
time.
And now here we are. It's JJ's. It's under new ownership and just amazing. Old friends, new friends, and this place is booming. It is full.
You having fun yet?
I'm always having fun.
Now, the interesting aspect of this whole thing is when we walked up here, new friend Rhonda was at the front. She says, "You're Freddie." I says, "Uh-oh. Do I owe you money? Do I know you?" She says, "Yes."
I don't always tell Freddie who's coming.
She doesn't tell me nothing.
I really don't fill him in on who's coming or what we're doing, but hold on.
Who's
to your
sitting
hat,
behind me?
Batman.
Who's that lady behind me?
That would be Dawn DeMarco Book is in the house.
The book in the house. Unbelievable. I didn't know she was coming either.
So if you're watching us, of course, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope. Also, this show will be re-airing on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. And what are our news station call letters? WSBR.
Yes, starting in December. Not yet.
Starting tomorrow,
December.
we're still on NN. So
Yes.
starting at, they've switched
December
over.
1st.
So a lot more coming up. We've gone from 2.6 million listeners to 3.2 to 9.6 million listeners on
Yes.
radio. So
And we're
there's a lot.
syndicated now.
And we are now syndicated.
We are now syndicated. There will be 4 stations that we will be playing on.
So a lot more reach, a lot more visibility, and a lot more people that are watching us. People come up and they say, "Are you Dawn? How do you know?" Well, you're holding court, so apparently that's who I spoke to. Is that the funniest thing?
No, they look at me and they say, "You obviously cannot be Dawn." I said, "No, pretty much, yes."
But there's another Dawn behind me.
I didn't know she was even here.
He's sandwiched. It's pretty good to be you,
Nothing
Freddie.
like a Dawn sandwich.
So while
That is
Freddie
so wrong
pushes
in
the
so
show
many
out,
levels.
we've got all of our crew on the board. And if you see us around town, say hi to our crew because they're working really, really tireless hours while we're putting the new studio together. We are on the road today. Tomorrow we're down in Davie at the Adventure Game Store, but today we are in Boca Raton. And we've got, I'm really excited, the Young at Art Children's Museum with us. They are down in, is it Fort Lauderdale or Davie officially?
Davie. Well, yeah.
Talk to your microphone. Talk
Talk
into
into
that
your mic.
thing.
We're in Davie, right near Flamingo Road and 595.
The amazing thing about Young at Art Children's Museum is when my daughter was a baby, we lived in Texas, and when we would come home to visit, my parents live in Jacaranda. What do you do with a baby in 1992, 93 in Florida? You go to Young at Art Museum. And it was a storefront. It was in the Fountains Mall, and it was a small, great interactive kids museum. And now you have how many square feet?
Now we're 55,000 square feet, and of that are
55,000. That's a city.
And we're with a Broward County Library, so they have 8,000 square feet of that.
Smokes.
But it's an amazing program and an amazing institution as well as the building.
And they've got so much going on. And thank you to Anne Marie. Anne Marie is friends with Dawn DeMarco Book. So she brings the museum to us. They'd like us to do a show on the road, so that's something we'll consider in the future.
Okay, but I want to go see it before we do.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the new space.
I'm not leaving size to you because
Size matters,
yes,
I know.
it does.
So,
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, it does.
again, the things I get away with saying when Freddie doesn't. Tell us about the museum and some of the events you have going on.
Sure. We're really excited to present our 14th Recycle Fashion Show, and we started it in our second museum, and now we're serving over 300 guests to join us. We have we walk the runway with garments that the teens have actually made, and this year's theme is recycled artists. So they are all doing artists, all the kids, the teens are actually creating garments that they've selected a specific artist that would be attached to that. So it's an amazing program. It's an amazing evening. They're going to walk the runway. We have one of the judges is Sebastian Gray, who was the 2019 Project Runway winner. So he's going to be on there, and he's going to be judging some of those dresses.
How old are the children?
The children are 13 to 17 years old.
So these are high school kids.
They're high school kids. They've made all their own dresses incredibly. It takes them, some of them take maybe like 3 weeks, some 2 months, and we're also working in conjunction with Pace Center for Girls. So the Pace Center for Girls are also creating their own garments as well.
And what are they recycling it from?
So the piece on this was made out of garbage bags, plastic garbage bags. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Plastic.
So don't get rid of your garbage bags.
Well, they're the plastic ones that are woven. It's gorgeous. So this one was the #1 winner of last year.
And this event is November 15th.
November 15th.
It's at the museum.
At the museum. Don't miss it. There's food and there are bars open, and it's
What
going
time
to be
does it start?
incredible. It starts
And you're gonna be there with
at
jewelry?
jewelry as
Wait
well.
your
It
turn.
starts at 7 and then it ends at 11 p.m.
So it's next Friday, and more than just this amazing event, tell us about the museum. Amory,
Sure.
what do you do at the museum?
I'm the Director of Development and Events at the museum, and I work with Mindy on fundraising. So this event goes directly, the programming for Pace Center for Girls. We're anticipating 300 people at this event, and there's a VIP reception that starts at 6:30 with the designers. So the tickets are $100 for the VIP and $45 for admission to the event. You can get them on Eventbrite, you can get them on our website, and it's going to be terrific. We have great sponsors, we have great bars. It's a fun event.
It sounds amazing. And this is just an event, but the museum itself is open for 55,000 square feet.
So what we have a variety of exhibit areas where artists come in and create their own exhibitions. So it's really incredible that we're using the artists within the community to create beautiful exhibitions. We also have an art institute side where we have ceramic studios where they can throw on the potter's wheels, and also we have adult programs for using that area. We have a drawing, painting, and printmaking station, and we have a digital art studio as well. We do a lot of digital work with the kids through adults.
And you even used to have an area for the little kids.
Right, so we now have a preschool that serves 37 children, and it's all credited. The kids love it, and then at the end of the year, they create something and they sing to our donors and to our supporters.
How did all of this come to be?
Do you have one of the, what is it called, a keel, where you put the pottery
A
in?
kiln?
A what?
Oh, we have a kiln. We have a kiln.
kiln?
Yes.
Keel, kiln, the
Actually,
heel.
Skills is a skincare line.
Whatever.
That's organic and
I'm gonna
all,
throw
but
you
yeah,
in
we
there.
like that too.
So
Do you have one of those?
Yes, we have 3 kilns outside, and I started working after I graduated from college. I majored in art, and I was a ceramicist and sold my work to several people in Miami. And then I just decided with my mom, I said, you know what, maybe we need to do something more. Let's open a children's museum. So that's how it started.
In high school, that's what I took up for 4 years.
Of course
My
you did.
goodness, you have to come over
3
and
years.
use our ceramic
What
studio.
did you do in
Ceramic.
high school? Really?
Yes.
So
pottery.
you're going to come over and use it.
I had a pottery wheel and everything.
Yeah.
You did.
It is. Yes, I did. It is the only artistic piece of me in my body.
Do you know on TV when they have the signs that say laugh, applaud? All we need is Dawn. And we've got Dawn here, laugh. You just laugh with Dawn.
But she's
Applaud.
laughing. But it's true. And it's funny because my mother told me, she says, Freddie, why did you do that? Because nobody has, what is it, a keel?
A kiln.
A kiln. Nobody has
K-I-L-N.
one of them things, right?
We
so all
also
you're going to have is melted. You have one? You had one.
We also have a raku kiln where you put the, I don't know if you're familiar.
raccoon.
Raku, R-A-K-K-U.
Oh, she said raccoon.
Where you put the glaze on and then
Yes.
you pull it out while it's hot and it crackles and it's a whole different.
Yes.
It's a Japanese technique.
Yeah, I used to call it, what did I call it? Glazing, I think I called it. I should show you some of my work.
You should show me
They're
some
in
of your
Puerto
works.
Rico.
We should go to Puerto Rico
I
and
did a
check them
peace
out.
sign. I did the flags. I did all sorts of beautiful
Well, maybe we can do
pieces.
some artwork for the new studio then.
You should come do
I
this
think
show
you
from
need-
the
I don't know if my
museum.
hands remember how to do
We've
that.
talked about
Ceramic
doing this
studio.
show there.
Right,
in the
we could
ceramic
we could
studio.
take we could take you down the road to Young at Art and we'll
Do the
put that
show.
on do the show, right?
We'll put
I think you're on it. I think we've got
I'm-
the right thing to do.
I think my pottery career is coming back. I feel it.
You're
I'm
feeling
gonna
it.
tell you, I had a lot of fun doing that. I used to come home, there was clay all over me.
I'm
My mother used to
sure.
say, "You taking a bath in this stuff?" I used to have a lot of fun with this, and I used to help the other kids.
Okay.
Nobody really in high school liked doing it.
Well, Mindy is an artist.
I'm
She's
an
a
artist.
ceramicist.
You are.
Yes, I
So
can-
I can tell you what I want, and magically it appears.
There you go.
So,
You know-
And you're a magician.
I am. And do you know that Dawn is an artist? She doesn't tell anybody. She doesn't say anything to anybody. Her daughter
I
is
just
magical.
orchestrate is what I do.
She's an artist.
My daughter
Really?
is.
Her
for
daughter
sure.
is.
Is she?
Yeah.
Her
That's
daughter is,
awesome.
yes.
We'd
Hands
love to
down.
have her come out
Well, that's
too.
why we used to take her to the museum
Yeah,
because
young
even as she was little, she was just always into
But
the
you
arts.
are an artist.
Okay.
And when we go there, you're going to show it. Well,
Oh, I
she
can't
doesn't like
wait.
talking about it. I don't know why, but she never has.
I'm just shy, the
She's
shy
shy.
side of me.
If I'm doing clay, you're doing art.
All right, let's give out the information for Young at Art Museum. How do people find you?
So we're
We're located at 751 Southwest 121st Avenue in Davie, Florida. Phone number is 954-424-0085. And we're located at 595 and Flamingo Road.
That's a lot easier. 595 and Flamingo Road. It's 55,000 square feet.
You can't
and it
miss
says
it.
Young at Art. You really cannot miss it.
and I have a surprise. We have a gorgeous sculpture as you drive into Young at Art Museum, and it's a giant sculpture that says "I love you," and it's
Beautiful.
lovely. It's done by R&R Studios. It's a permanent exhibition, so you'll love to take photos in front of the "I love you" sculpture.
I tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we tell people that are listening, they're blowing up the phones here, the internet. Why don't we tell people, you go down there, you take a picture from the studio, and you send it to us, and we're going to put it on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll I mean, anything for kids, and we'll put it on the wall, and your picture will be on there. You never know, you get
I have an
discovered.
idea.
Of course you do.
Do you remember I always had this dream
Yes.
of, yes, you know which dream I'm talking
Yes,
about?
I know what you're going to say, yes.
So I always wanted to have a kids' wall of art
Yes.
in our studio, and our landlord never opened up enough room for us. But now in our new studio, we can have a kids' wall of art.
You can have a mini museum.
And you know what? We'll have our kids paint things and
Yes.
bring them over, and,
And we
we'll do
can-
an installation.
And we can do an installation. We
Well,
can
that could be
rotate. We
fun.
can do a show in the warehouse for the kids.
That could be
We can do a
fun.
Palm Beach vision of Young at Art from Broward County. All right, more to come with that as well. I'm so excited. See, God is good, is all I can tell you. We're going to take a quick commercial break, Connor.
You ready?
Thumbs up. We're going to switch our set. Save the date, November 15th, for this beautiful, beautiful recycled fashion show with the artists. 7 to 11 p.m. at Young and Art Children's Museum. You can always contact us. You can download our MobiPop, text 55312, and in the message type in cafe, and all of the information will be there. Stay tuned. Freddie's holding his head. We're going to switch our set, and we'll be right back.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee, and it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
Seven. And we're back.
6, 12, 15,
I know, I didn't count.
27.
I failed math in high school.
Yeah, but you're good at the kiln, so we're going to take your skills.
Is that what it's called, a kiln?
Kiln, K-I-L-N.
Now listen, our next guest I'm really excited about. Not because of her, because she's been on the show a number of times, and she's great at what she does. But I got to meet her husband, finally, under the circumstances of a full-packed house. If you are in the vicinity, where are we?
We are at JJ's Cafe and Deli. I guess it's considered West Boca. I call it Central Boca, on the corner of Palmetto Park Road and Powerline Road. Is it always like this lunchtime?
You guys are helping.
I was
Now,
going to say,
nice, but it's
wow.
usually crowded.
I want to
lunchtime,
put a
but it's-
challenge out there.
Yeah.
I want you guys to come on down. I want them to open up the parking lot
Yes.
and
Yes.
put food out there because this place is packed.
There are people sitting outside, by the way. They're by the front door. Tremendous.
I think we're just taking up a lot of room.
Well, really
It's
not.
just
We're
a big
taking up
wall.
2
It's
tables.
a good crowd. It's a good crowd. Definitely a good crowd.
Fantastic.
The food here is excellent. We did our very first production here in Boca.
Yep.
It wasn't the first production, but the first in Boca was in this building. We were sitting right over there. The configuration was a little bit different, and we had a packed house that day too.
People used to think this was our studio because there was one of the windows had our picture on it. It had a big banner like this on it with everything on it.
I remember
and
that.
people would say, "So are you in the studio at that deli?" And I said, "That's not our studio. It's a second home for us." But it was just an amazing. And here we are again.
The banner was actually made for the window, right?
Isn't that
But was it
incredible?
was a different banner.
It was a cling. It was like a
Yeah.
something that stuck on the window. But here we are back again. And the last time we were here, it's kind of serendipitous because that's when our other radio station up in West Palm said, "You got to go." And now we just moved again. Well, you saw me Friday.
Yes,
We moved
yes,
on Saturday.
yes.
Our studio's in Boca.
Right.
So we're in the middle of building that out. So for now, we're on the road. And
Yes.
thank you, Gary, so much for having
no
us
problem.
today.
You are a delight. You're a wonderful lady.
Thank you.
The first time I met you, I was like, such a nice, beautiful lady.
Thank you
Very
so
cool.
much.
Anything for you.
So let's talk about JJ's pitch. You've got a big following. People are clamoring to hear and
Yes.
see you on TV and radio today.
Yes.
They said, is Gary going to be on? Is Gary
I
going to
know,
be
I
on?
saw a couple of those things.
Tell
out
us
there.
about your vision of why would you take over a spot in the middle of Boca?
Well, I felt there was a void missing in the Boca area. I think that I wanted to incorporate the healthy, conscious customer along with the traditional meat eater. So, and I felt like I wanted to incorporate the love of treating people right. There's a lot of stresses in this world, and for half an hour every day, it'd be nice if people just could be relaxed and completely serviced, and just be happy, you know.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. Have you done this before? The restaurant
Yes,
business?
yes. I had a place in Fort Lauderdale, and sold that in a couple years ago. And I was looking for opportunities, and I felt like Boca was the prime opportunity to do what we did before in Fort Lauderdale. So
Not an easy demographic always in the center of Boca Raton, but,
yeah,
but
it's
certainly a family demographic.
right, exactly, and that's what we try to do here. We try to treat everybody like family. I have my mother working here, I have my sister working here, and we got a great staff. We got a great staff here, and I treat them. It's like a family here also. Okay.
It's really remarkable. And you know, we laugh that I don't cook, but I don't. But I surround myself with the best chefs and restaurants and catering possible near my home. And for the Jewish high holidays, we had dinner for. Remember I told you my mom said you're welcome to do Rosh Hashanah at my house, and on your way, could you bring the food?
There you go.
And we did.
Smart mom.
So I stopped here on
so
my
you
way.
came here?
On my way down to
Really?
Mom's, I picked up the food.
And you tell them you cooked all night.
They were pretty impressed because that was dinner, and then the next day we had lunch at my house. We came here for lunch for the first day of Rosh Hashanah, and then they catered breakfast for me the next week. So, yeah. I've kind of surrounded myself with J&J's.
Well, I got to tell you, I got to applaud your staff.
Yeah. No. Thank you. Thank
Because
you.
I'm going to tell you something. This is not an easy gig today.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. Tight. The space is tight. They're moving people around, moving things around. They got the producers jumping
No, it's
all
all
over
good.
the place.
But it's all good.
But
it's all good for you
But
guys.
I applaud them because they do everything still with a smile.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Space
everything
is tight
everything.
because it's so packed.
Exactly. It's a big restaurant, but I think every table here is full.
And I just got a phone call. There are more people heading on the way down.
And we've actually brought in more tables, but every table here is full. It's truly tremendous. Tell us about your hours, what you serve.
Monday through Sunday, 7 to 3. I plan on being open up for dinner, and hopefully in 2-3 weeks.
Wow.
We're working on it right now. I actually have a chef working on the menu as we speak, and that's it.
What are some of the highlights, your specialties that you offer here?
Well, you know, we have a make your own salad. Our salads are cut fresh, and you can pick any ingredients you want. Unlimited amounts of ingredients. That's been a big hit. We also have a Boca wrap, which is turkey, bacon, and avocado in a wrap. Delicious. What else? We have the most amazing turkey club you could have out there. And I think everything is good. Everything is homemade. Everything, we try to do it all
What do you think your
right.
brother-in-law's eating over there? Because that hamburger, is that a hamburger? It looks
Where's
really
that?
good.
He's eating
a burger.
A burger. How is that?
But it's a,
He's looking.
He just winked at you.
There you go. How is that hamburger? It's good, right?
There you go.
It's
right,
amazing.
good. Yeah.
And you've got a great following. You have a very famous
Yep.
songwriter that was here this morning.
Yes.
He was here talking to us, a songwriter and a book author. So we were
Right.
talking to Bob. Here's his book.
Right, by Bob
So
Feldman.
Bob
yep.
Feldman was
Yep.
in, and he saw the whole post
Yep.
that we were going to be here today. So I think that's why he came in this
Came
morning.
down
Yes.
to meet you, son.
Yep.
But
yep.
7 days a week until 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Yes, and then like I said, we'll be opening up for dinner in hopefully a couple weeks. We'll be until probably about 8 o'clock then.
And I can't even ask how the community's received you because it goes without
Looks
saying.
pretty
You
much
can
like
see
they
what's
received
going
it very
on
well.
here.
Yeah. It's
And you
great.
know, I always show up at 2:45.
I know you do.
Just part of my untimeliness.
But you're always looking for places for dinner
Yes.
after your
Yeah.
shows
Yeah,
at night.
absolutely. And we're always on the go looking for places to meet because this place had closed down. Now it's open again.
Right.
And so on this side of the world, we need to meet people. The radio station is not too far from here. And I've always loved it. There's plenty of parking here.
Huge, yeah. We're in the
Which is really
garden
good.
shop, so everyone who's in Boca Raton, you know the garden shops. It's so easy, and if you don't know, it's across the street from Publix.
Exactly.
You
Publix.
can't miss it. It's right here, and everyone. And Susie is floating
Where's
around
Susie?
here somewhere.
Mama, where's Mama?
Over there.
Mama's over there taking care of customers.
When my son was in high school, he worked at another deli in the area. He was 15, and Susie was his mom, and she took him under her wing. And Mama took care of Aaron every night that he worked there, and she was always there. She made
That's
sure.
Mom?
There's
That's
Susie.
Mom.
There's Mama.
This is Susie. Susie
Yeah,
took care of.
Hello, my lovelies.
Hi.
How are you, everyone?
How are you,
How
Mom?
you doing? Welcome to JJ, everyone.
Susie is the spokesperson. We should just give her a mic in the front of the place. How are you? How are
Do
you?
you know Susie goes to Publix and she brings people in?
Oh,
Yes.
you're wonderful.
And everyone knows Susie from here. She's been at other restaurants, and everyone follows. See, they're giving you like a high five over there.
They're all
Susie.
waving.
Yes.
They follow Susie. She's remarkable, and
Thank you so much.
she took care of Aaron always.
Yep.
Wow.
Those kids.
Yep.
It's funny. I ran into her in the kitchen, almost took the pancakes out.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
All right.
Mama.
Bye, Susie. Be careful.
Fantastic.
Be careful.
Just don't trip. There you go.
Susie's incredible, and Gary's mom makes these amazing bracelets.
Yes.
I should give you one, Stacy. Oops,
Oh.
I didn't mean to throw it
I'll
at
get you after. We'll get that after.
Here, I'll get this for you. Your mom makes these amazing women
Yep.
empowerment bracelets.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Aren't these great?
Wonderful.
Inspirational quotes. I think it's
Yeah,
inspirational.
his
quotes
mother
for-
makes them. Paula's floating around, and she's got them all up her arm. She creates them, and she gives them away.
I love
Dawn was holding court this morning.
Did you see that?
You had new producers on the set talking to everybody, getting bracelets, getting books, getting cards.
I know. It's
You were
pretty
really
good
busy. Well, we were sweating it over there.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of coffee. You've got a lot going on.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys
Thank
coming.
you so much
A
for
great
having
time.
us, Gary.
Great
We're
people.
here until 2,
Yep.
so come on out. We've got a lot more show to do. We're going to talk to Stacy
right.
about what she's got happening. Thanks, Gary. And we got Stacy Mandel with us, who's brought
Stacy
her latest and her
Mandel.
greatest. What is this? Stacy Mandel is one of the most spectacular artists you will ever see.
This is all in Greg's shorthand, and these are all phrases from romantic poetry. So I just used famous lines from romantic poets, Pablo Neruda, John Keats, and I just put it all up and it turned into an abstract. And
Unbelievable.
you don't have to read shorthand to appreciate it, but some of the things it says, well, one of them it says, I want to do with you what spring does to the cherry trees. So,
What spring does to the cherry trees?
yes,
What's it do it? What's it? What?
it makes them blossom.
Blossom.
Cherry blossom.
That's
I
right.
thought it made pies.
Then
Cherry
after
pie.
that, then you can make a pie from it.
So the romantic poets used imagery to make their point. And it's just in a beautiful way. And I'm just in love with romantic poetry right now. And it just inspired me to create this new type of series.
You know, the amazing thing is your journey. Nobody would believe what she did before
No.
and where she is now.
That's right.
Right? I mean, this is like 2 different lives.
Completely.
Completely. Right? Why don't you tell people a little bit, because it's been a little while, what did you do before?
I practiced law for 20 years. I was in the judicial branch, so I researched and I drafted opinions for an appellate court justice in Illinois. So all those legal books that you see that nobody ever reads, that's what I did. I sat in an office, I researched, and I drafted the opinions.
And then you decided one day, done with that,
right.
and you went into this different type of artistry.
My husband, we relocated. He retired, and we relocated to South Florida here. And so, what am I going to do? And this has been on my mind since I learned shorthand as a secretary. This has been on my mind. And finally, I had an opportunity to take an art class, not even 3 years ago.
She took an art class 3 years ago.
3 years ago. When did I meet you? About 2 years ago? A year and a half ago?
Yeah.
At an art show.
Now,
That's
you have
right.
a gallery, you were telling me.
I am now affiliated with the Paul Fisher Gallery in West Palm Beach. He has
some of my pieces in his gallery in West Palm Beach. He also curates another gallery in Palm Beach, the Brazilian Court in Palm Beach, and down in Miami at the Wynwood Walls. He's going to be taking one of my large murals down there.
Wow.
So I'll be shown in 3 different places. And I guess I should also say, on February 28th, I'm plugging myself.
That's fine.
I'm having a solo exhibition at his gallery at 433 Flamingo Road in West Palm Beach. And you have to go.
Oh, absolutely.
You
February
have to see
28th?
it. February 28th, it's a Friday from 6 to 9 p.m.
Oh, absolutely.
I
But
am
it's
so
amazing.
excited for Stacy.
You're not kidding. It couldn't happen to a more lovely lady.
It's true.
And she went from finishing one chapter of her life to writing the book of the future, which is an amazing story. You know, everybody always says to me, "Can you do this?" The question is, it isn't can you, it's you do it.
You do it.
And
You do it,
found
and when do you
different-
choose to do it?
That's right. But you got to choose to do it.
That's right.
And look at you, you're everywhere now. And one day, you are going to be discovered on the biggest platform in the universe. And I want to have a cup of coffee
Dawn
with you when you do it.
discovered me.
I think I did. And I don't ever.
She just tightened the light bulb.
I don't ever say that about anything, but I walked around this art show and there were hundreds and hundreds of artists, and I saw your art and we brought you on, and we've never had a space to share your art in our gallery, but now we have 2,000 square feet that we can share your art, and I am
That's
so
right.
excited to put some of your most spectacular pieces up.
See that? You can envision that in a huge scale. Can't you?
I can envision that, and I'm still loving the letter to myself.
Yes.
And we actually interviewed a singer pianist a couple weeks ago when we were up at the studio, and she's blind.
Oh.
And
okay.
you came to mind, and I want to
Yes.
make that introduction because she only knows Braille.
That's right.
And your artwork, because of what you had said to Stacy, has incorporated now the
That's
Braille
right.
touch
I
to it.
incorporate
What did I say to
Braille
Stacy?
into a lot of my
She
work.
incorporated Braille into her artwork to introduce
Oh,
her to that
yes.
singer.
I remember that.
Remember that? We do a lot. I
You
don't
know,
even
we're
what
talking
we do.
because Cheito Feliciano happens to be a singer.
Who?
From Cheo Feliciano.
Jose?
Cheito. Jose. We call him Cheito. That's
Cheito.
that's his nickname when he was
You've
growing
now
up.
renamed people.
He was in Puerto Rico at the time.
Right.
And he is blind,
Mm-hmm.
and all of his music is in Braille. And it just reminded me of that message when I met you. And here we go.
And here we
Here
go.
we go.
Here you go.
That's right.
So much more, and I know your brother-in-law's over there. Veterans Day is Monday, which is right around the corner.
And he's a World War II vet.
As a matter of fact, where is...
I want to get a mic. Where's 5 or 6, Teddy?
No, we're
Oh,
not
we can
using
use
that. We
this
got
one?
another one.
Can you bring this over and talk to Lenny? I want to hear Lenny, Stacy's husband. We're going to bring him a mic over. She got lost. Okay, I'm glad you found it, Robin.
Got it.
Teddy, ask
Hello.
Lenny how he feels about his wife's new career.
How do you feel about your wife's new career?
Oh, it's great. It's sort of a meteoric rise. It's quite moving quite faster than I can keep up. We got magazines, shows. It's really fabulous. Very exciting.
Right. I'm in the new Vocal magazine.
Of course
That's
you
what I
are.
said. It's a
That's
new
why
book.
we
You're
brought
in
it.
there.
Wow.
Yes. We'll open it up because it's so cool. I'll show
Open
you.
it and show us. Very nice. So you're very proud of your wife.
Wow.
Very.
And you couldn't marry a better woman.
Excuse me?
You couldn't marry a better woman.
Nope.
And now she's taking you down a different journey, a different adventure. And here you sit.
Who'd have known? I had no idea.
I'm a
Perfect.
table of contents cover girl.
Wow. Stacy, holy
Let me see that.
smokes.
Let me hold this up.
How did all of this happen this is so quickly? This has been like a blink of an eye.
I'm a local table of contents
She's a
cover
local-
girl.
Look at that.
Hey, listen, you don't know your way in and out of a magazine if you don't have the table of contents.
That's just unbelievable. That is so spectacular.
Now, I also want to announce on next Friday, a week from this Friday, JoJo just showed up.
Okay.
And I
Yes,
see
we want to
JoJo.
bring your brother-in-law up as well.
Oh, sure.
Next Friday, we're doing an event for the vets.
For the vets. We
Oh.
just haven't, are we doing Anchor yet or no? We don't know yet. We'll know this afternoon, but we're going to be putting that out over the weekend. We'll talk to the staff as well to promote that because we're going to do something special if it's where we can.
Okay.
We're going to do something for the vets and a show at the same time.
So exciting.
So exciting. But JoJo's here because she has a few friends that we are going to be doing different shows with JoJo as well on the Go-Go, which we talked about for about 3 years now. But we're actually going to bring it to life because JoJo may be moving back to Boca Del Rey. Yeah.
JoJo
So-
on the Go-Go is going back to us at the cafe. I'm so excited. So we'll fill you in that luncheon. It's going to be next Friday with Dignity Memorial. It will be a free lunch open to all the veterans to share their services and some of the things that are offered for veterans. You want to start bringing some food out? Absolutely. I just want to move your painting, your artwork. And then we'll talk about some food. Oh, that's for one person?
There you go, yeah.
Oh, in this way so the cameras can see.
How many people does this feed, Vicky? One?
Two.
4?
But
6?
4.
I'm going to tell you something. If somebody eats this by
least
themselves,
4.
Yeah.
one,
They do, so don't judge.
they won't eat for a
We
week.
don't judge.
We don't
No,
judge.
we don't
She says
judge.
no judgment.
No judgment.
We're an
If
open
they
food
do,
society.
Yes,
I mean,
we are.
Is this a real plate?
This
That's
is a
a
real
salad.
plate. Yes.
That's one.
That's one.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a bowl.
Do you remember that they made a platter named after you here?
Yes.
It was called the
I
Freddy.
didn't want to bring that up.
It was called the Freddy because the Freddy at the time was not eating carbs. It was a pound of meat.
A pound of meat,
Pound
and
of
you're
meat.
actually making fun of this.
This is why I'm having,
just saying.
I'm having flashbacks.
To the Freddy.
Yeah, Freddie.
This is incredible.
Do you want what dressing? You get blue cheese normally.
God.
Who's?
All right.
I know you want to
We'll
dig
get to
in.
that in a
I
second.
promise.
Okay, I'll be back with more.
All right, thanks, Vicky. She'll be back with more food. More food is coming. We are live at JJ's Deli, Cafe and Deli in Palmetto. Come on in and show us the back of your shirt, Mom. This is Paula. This is Mom.
The back of your shirt?
What's the back of your shirt?
You're the only person I know who talks about. Mom, stand up for a second. Stand up. Stand up for a second. Okay, sit down again. Sit down.
reason someone smiles today.
Be the reason someone smiles
Smiles
today. And I think you do that with your bracelets as well.
Yes, I do. I'm into
I met her at Woodstock.
women
so they tell-
empowerment.
and she
go,
said-
girls, go.
And she says to me, "No, I was having children." So that's how you got it. We're at Woodstock.
You were at Woodstock?
But I went to Burning Man.
Burning Man.
Woodstock days, I was having children. Burning Man. Do you all hear of Burning Man?
Yes.
Some people have it in the West Coast.
Yeah, I seen the movie.
And Hector's face. Hector's like, you like that sandwich? It looks good, right?
Hector, how you like that?
Hector's like,
All right.
The shirt.
Do
Turn
you want
around.
to take a break?
Yes, we're going to take a break.
Kyle, let's take a break.
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We're live at JJ's Cafe and Deli in West Palmetto Park Road. I think you probably
They
see
wanna
the back
show
of
the
her
back
shirt
of your
at the
shirt.
moment. So stay tuned.
And keep your eyes above the waist.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
See my butt. Like, great.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
I need the inside. And I know, nice surprise. And here we go.
And you're having a whole conversation.
And we're having court here.
And we are back.
Well, we'll
the
find
Brooklyn Cafe. Here's some food. We're going to bring some food. You can just pass it off to Rhonda, and we're going to put Rhonda to work.
I may eat it all.
You might eat it all. There you go. You're good to go. We're live at JJ's Cafe in Dali in West Boca Raton. We're on the corner of Palmetto Park and Powerline Road. We've got Stacey Mandel with us finishing up this hour. We've got Rhonda, a new friend of the cafe. Stacey, you have another piece that you wanted to show?
Sure.
I love this piece.
Thank you. This
colors are great.
What is this piece?
This is an abstract on paper, and it says, expand the circle of compassion. And this is for a fundraiser for the Boca Magazine and the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society. So I'm doing a lot of works on paper, and so whatever sells is donated to the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society.
This is unbelievable. Wow. And you're doing prints as well. What are you looking for? More food?
These are all prints in shorthand. This is abstract. It shows the brush strokes, so you can even follow along, or you can just admire it as an abstract.
And how do people find you and your art?
Sure, they can find me on Instagram at Stacey Mandel Art, on Facebook at Stacey Mandel Art, on the web at staceymandel.com. I'm also on YouTube and whatever social, LinkedIn also.
And more to come because Stacey Mandel Art is going to be hanging in our new studio.
That's right.
I'm so excited that we get to put a piece. The letter to myself and so many of her great pieces we've talked about, then maybe we can convince her to hang an installation up
Now,
for
there's
us.
an artist that brought us a bottle. And this bottle apparently means everything to her. And she gave it to us as a gift, right?
Yeah.
And I said, no, this is your... No, I want you to have this bottle. So I said to her, because I've been waiting to see you, I want to put a note in this bottle, and I want to put it on the shelf. But this note is about tomorrow, so I don't want anybody to read it. So I want you to put that note together. We're going to put it in that bottle, and we're going to put it at the theater.
Okay.
All right? Because this is what it's really about. When you're teaching tomorrow, and we're going to get into that a little bit later, it's all about how it's delivered and how it's received, right?
Right.
And that's what this is all about.
And Stacey's work is just spectacular. I'm so glad you brought your brother-in-law, you brought Lenny with us. Lenny, thank you for sharing your wife with us so much, because she is truly a gift to the community in her artwork. She's just, and now with her pink hair, I love it. And the scary thing is my mother inspired her. That's even scarier.
Right. Fans of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
That's it. So if you're going to follow us, you got to color your head.
And there you have it. I wanted to introduce Rhonda. Rhonda came to us through to work with us as a producer. She does camera work from LA. She wants to do some behind the scenes, but you mentioned something really amazing that I had never heard of. And as we run into our next segment with Anne, I wanted you to share that the third body.
The etheric body?
What is the
What is the third body?
What is that?
The third body is the energy that encases your soul, and as we were speaking earlier, it's that part of you that shows up, like, so you're going to have a physical illness, you sense it in your etheric body first. So it's good to get in touch with your etheric body so that you know what's kind of coming down the pipe for physical illness.
And how do you do that?
How did you learn that?
I've been taking meditation classes with a teacher for about 20 years now, and meditation classes, and I've learned a lot from her. But what you do is every morning you just kind of wake up and you have a communication with your own soul and say, show me what's coming down the pipe in the next few weeks. Talk to me. What am I creating? So it's about staying ahead of your own thought forms, so that you can either recreate or change what you're creating.
You were telling me you kind of just find it, pat it, say hello to it, and
I like to talk to my soul friends or guides, you may call them angels, and say, show me what I'm creating,
Now let me ask you.
She makes it sound so simple, but
Well,
what
to
an
her it
amazing
is.
concept, right?
It's about being in tune with your consciousness, your awareness.
That's right.
Opening
It's
your
like
about reading them
listening
signs.
to your gut.
Always. Intuition.
It's about reading your guides, right? It's about hearing the sounds that a lot of people take for granted that are happening and you're not paying attention. We talk about this. 7 signs a day.
But
and
I've
yada,
never
yada.
heard of it presented like this. And we were talking about, because Vicky walked by today and she said someone's energy, and she said, my window was open, I just had to close it. And I said, I wish I could learn how to close my window because I take in so much, I get sick so much. And then we were talking about this, and it's kind of the
My
evolution.
window is open.
My window's
That's
always
good.
wide open, I know. I have never even attempted to close it. I guess maybe I should.
I like to say it's about being aware of what you're taking in and how to monitor it. So it's not closing, it's just allowing yourself to go with the flow and not get so absorbed in it. Setting your boundaries, setting your intent. So,
Your favorite word.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. They're telling you what's going on, what's going to happen. Has it already happened and we're catching up?
You're catching it before it happens.
So-
You're staying ahead of the wave.
So words like manifestation are nice words, they're pretty and everything else, but you're not manifesting it. It's already happened. You just got to catch up to be there to witness it.
Well, if we're talking about the etheric body, you're catching it before it's manifested into your physical form, because it shows up in the etheric before it shows up in your physical form.
Okay, so if you're not aware, does it go by the wayside?
If you're not aware, you could manifest something. Say like you're kind of tapping into yourself, and it says, oh, in a couple of weeks you're going to be getting a cold, or a week.
And I can change that.
You can change that. You have the power to change it. It's about changing your thought forms, catching yourself. Maybe it's about changing your diet. Maybe you're eating too much sugar. Maybe you're stressing too much. About meditating more. Taking an action.
Is that interesting?
Awareness then action.
You find that interesting?
It's interesting.
It's awareness
Actually, according
and
to Ann,
identification. I mean, you have to know what it is you're feeling. I mean, you can be aware of something, but then you have to identify
where it's coming from.
Where it's coming from.
And then what action you need to take.
Yes.
And it's usually easier than we think it is. It's not something always so big. It's usually the small stuff that matters. Just.
So we complicate life.
Of course we do.
There you go.
We're
That's
humans.
what I knew that was coming.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
You never know who comes forward.
I never knew. And she was the one that says, hi, Freddie, how you doing? I says, huh?
But she was calling me, and
I've known you from lifetimes, Freddie.
There you go.
another lifetime
Oh,
is what
there you
I
go.
think.
Let's not go down that road now. Here we go.
I didn't say we had fun.
I never said that either.
Her
I
gut
just never
told
had
her that
anybody
she
say
was
that
going to
to me
meet
on the
you,
air.
and you prepared.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Be
It's all
prepared,
good.
and here we go, and here you are.
It's like I told the other young lady that was here talking to us about doing some work with us as well. Be very careful what you ask for.
All I can tell you is if you truly trust in your intuition and God, in our studio, when you all see our new space, you're going to understand that I really got in my gut, I said to you, I think we should go humble and we should just do what we need to do. And God said, no, there is a calling, and this is what I want for you. And it is now our responsibility to fill it with the Children's Museum, with art, with creativity, with getting in touch with your soul, with all the goodness that we have. Now we have the space to create more and more visions, to bring veteran seminars, to bring artists, to bring these kids forward.
Hey,
All
Dawn.
these things that I wanted, we now
Dawn,
have space for.
I know that the theater is big, but this is bigger.
55,000 square
I mean,
feet.
this is a nice step. A couple of years, maybe 3 years, 4
Ready to
years.
go bigger?
You're going to have to go bigger. It's been a journey for 4 years. We started with a table this size and a little cam this size.
Yep.
And now it's just going to grow bigger and bigger. Mama
And maybe you
keeps
could
bringing more
collaborate
food.
with the children at that museum and
I'd love
teach
to.
them some of your work.
I'd love to.
Rhonda already understands the sense of what we do and how
Thank
we
you.
do it, and she's been with us for about 2 hours, which is truly, truly. Freddie, this is your favorite, and they put blue cheese on it. How'd they know that was your favorite?
It is.
I know.
I could.
I
I've
remember
had
back in
lifetimes
the
with
day.
Freddie too.
Huh?
She's had a lifetime with you, Freddie.
I know.
I
She's
said
on.
they have too, obviously.
This is good.
Their food is delicious.
Everywhere I go, I'm always eating. I'm going to gain 50 pounds this week.
No, it's truly, truly amazing. What are you doing for Veterans Day? You doing anything special?
Harry and I have a breakfast that Boca West puts on every year for veterans. So I'm going to be his guest, and we're going to attend that. And then that's just on Veterans Day. And then throughout the year, we attend the Honor Flight South Florida parades and welcome all the vets back from their one day in Washington, D.C. now.
You did that last year.
We went on an honor flight together,
I remember
and
that.
it was for Harry, and I was his guardian, and we took in all the sights. And when we got back, when the plane came back, there was a huge parade for all of the veterans. Thousands of people were in the terminal. It was so awesome, and we had no idea. Harry's 95 years young.
Amazing. God
World
bless
War
you.
II vet.
95.
That's
is
right.
Truly remarkable, right?
Now, I need to talk to you then. Because
Yes.
you got a lot of vets around here.
There's a
Harry
lot of
knows
vets
a
around
lot
here.
of vets.
Harry knows a lot
Harry,
of vets.
I'm going to have an event a week from this Friday. I want to talk to you because I want to fill the event up with vets. This is all about honoring vets.
Harry's
and
game.
we want to do a big deal at the location, and she's here to help me put this together because Dignity, our new sponsor, is actually buying lunch for veterans.
There we go.
And we're going to do a deal where we're going to be putting a show on, and on the inside they're going to be doing something for the vets. So I want to talk to you about it because I promised him I was going to have at least 50 vets come out.
Well, there's one.
So I'm down to 49. But I would love to invite the house on this
And
event.
whoever said math was not your strong
There
suit.
might be a few
I know
more
how to
in here.
subtract one by one.
And there might be a few more that Harry and Stacy
You're
get
not
in touch
lying.
with.
So we're going to get that on the road as soon as we can as well. Good stuff.
I love the way, and this is kind of how we roll. So we can never explain what we do at the cafe and how it works. Like I told you, Ron, you said, how does that work? And I said, come and see. Does it make sense now?
It does.
There's no
You
way
connect people with people.
we can't. There's no way to put in words the gift that we get to do that God has given us. It just happens, and I don't know how it happens, but it happens. And to be a part of it, we would love you to all be a part of it and join us. We are on the road for the next couple of weeks, so Comcast runs our wire from the pole into our building. So our set is always open, our studio is always open, and please come out. If it's every day, once a week, whatever it is, come out, fill these great
Where are we
venues in
gonna
the
be tomorrow?
community. Tomorrow we're going to be down in Davie at the Adventure Game Store and Dragon's Lair. Is it Lair or Liar? Lair?
Lair.
Lair.
Not
We're gonna be
liar.
down- you should. It is a game day Thursday tomorrow
Now-
down in Davie.
I want to invite everybody to come down because we are going to create the Brooklyn Cafe game board. And on this game board, I need a roulette wheel. So this roulette wheel is going to be out there. And everybody's going to take a turn so that everybody can participate in the game. I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, Hector put this whole thing together. We have gamers working on this thing to come up with the right board, the right pieces, and everything else. But come on down and help us put the game together tomorrow. I think it's a lot of fun.
So we're going to be down in Davie. We've got some new interns that are working with us. I'm so excited. I think we are now officially part of the FAU Communication School Internship Program.
Oh, you saw that?
Did you see? I got
Yeah,
to
I
fill
saw
it
that.
out,
Yeah,
but
fill it out.
isn't that amazing? And everyone asked what schools, and I can gratefully say we now work with Lynn University and FAU and their internship
Yeah, but we got
programs.
Syracuse, we got Arizona State, we got all the Rutgers, we got a bunch of schools. Over 300
But a local
of them have come
connection
through.
is fabulous
Over
to have.
300.
And FAU and Lynn University are wonderful, great schools.
So I'm very excited. And again, like I said, I don't even know how these things happen, but I am so, so grateful that they do. Connor, we're going to go to commercial break. We're going to switch up the set. We're going to bring in our keynote of today, Actually Speaking with Ann, because it was going to be Actually Freddie by Ann, but that didn't quite work.
What?
Because she always goes, you say something, she goes, well, actually, Freddie, it's really this way. So actually, according to Ann, is coming up on our next hour. We are live at JJ's Cafe in Delhi on Palmetto Park Road and Powerline Road. Coming out, we're here for another hour. There are tables turning over. There's still some room. It's a little crowded, but it's amazing. We've got Robin making
family.
some beautiful sparkles.
Yes, Robin's going to be on the set
You
with us.
know,
Too.
life is always more complete with a little more bling. So stay tuned, and we'll be right
Pretty
back.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Each one of us is a unique story. The chapters filled with achievements, passions, and people. So how do you celebrate a life? How do you tell someone's story in a single ceremony? Begin with what they loved. Was it the outdoors? Dancing? Cooking? Then think about how to highlight that passion in a meaningful way. We can help you design a fitting tribute from beginning to end. One that perfectly captures the individual. Coordinating everything from calla lilies, catering, to even a 70s disco. That's why we're here, to see that every life is well celebrated.
Hemp Boca, products of purest natural ingredients and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use Hemp Boca products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market, made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness, and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp Boca. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.
The light on? Yes, it is.
And we're back.
Can I just take a deep breath?
Salad, baby. Yeah. You're eating that, so I can eat
I'm
that?
eating the yogurt. I'm trying to eat it inside out. I should probably start from the other way. It's so
It's like breakfast
delicious.
food.
Here's the
Georgia,
funny
what
thing
can I
is,
get for you?
I don't want anything.
we're live at JJ's Cafe and Deli in Boca Raton. We're on the corner of Palmetto Park and Powerline Road, and all this amazing food keeps coming through the table. And it comes in, and Freddie passes it out, and I said, "Stop. Can you leave me something to eat, please?" I said, "Just don't take my yogurt. You can have the salad."
If Dawn wants to eat, you better let her eat.
If Dawn wants to eat, she's got to eat.
I asked her, do you want it?
And so, and remember last month you told me how much food you were doing for the holidays?
I remember, and it's still, it's gone.
I'd love some more water, please.
It's
all
gone.
And you ate for a month? Well, this is going to be us for the next month on location. We just keep eating and eating. Normally our midday show, we don't eat
Yeah,
lunch
but I'm
till
eating
about
salad.
4. How is it, good?
But Freddie, actually, the dressing
I was going to say it's
very-
creamy dressing.
Wait, did you hear what she just said?
Let me ask you a question.
Oh no.
Freddie, actually, she said.
Do you put a sock on your feet before you put your shoes on?
No.
Sometimes.
I put a sock on
Yeah.
my foot.
Put a sock on your shoe.
No, my foot.
On your foot.
Better than a sock in her mouth.
So sometimes you got to put a sock. So I'm eating a salad with a little, but I'm eating a salad. So it's okay.
No, the best thing is when you say something, she always says, well, actually, Freddie.
I know, I'm going to get in trouble
and
for that,
that's
right?
how the name came for Anne's new segment. So we're going to get into
It's
that.
actually speaking with Anne, not
Yes.
actually according to
It's
Anne.
not actually speaking with Anne. So we're actually going to be speaking with Anne about a lot of things. And Anne's niche is just spectacular. And I can't wait to keep filling the studio audience with you. So today
Looking
we're going
forward.
to do a bit of an intro. But before we get into that, our phone lines are open. You can give us a call, say hi to Hector. 888-994-4995. We've had an amazing hour. New interns, new producers, new segments. We even have the baby with us, which is, I got to hold her, by the way. She's amazing. You look so much like Teddy. Teddy's sister's here with the baby, with Stormy. We've got Rainy, Teddy, and Stormy. And this baby has the most gorgeous blue
You got
eyes.
what?
Rainy,
Who's Rainy?
her sister.
That's her name? Rainy?
Rainy.
And Stormy's the baby?
And
Now I
Teddy.
heard already.
Isn't that a great name? And I think that, do they all end with an I? They all end with an I, right?
My friend Ashley's having a baby
That's hilarious.
soon, and she's going to name the baby London Grace.
Beautiful. What beautiful names, right?
Love it.
JoJo on the Go-Go is back with us on the Go-Go on the set. What's going on? Where are you going now?
Where you been?
Where you been? Where you going?
I've been up in Melbourne Beach. I'd like to move back down here, I think. We'll spend more time down here because I'm bored to tears up there. Beautiful, but I'm bored.
Now she says, I think. Before she told me she was doing it.
I know.
You got to
I
keep
get-
JoJo busy, though. That's the
I do.
best
I got to
thing.
be kept busy. I don't sit still. And we're going to try to find a place that we can do next Friday.
We're looking for a venue to do the Veterans piece with Dignity Memorial, a new
Mm-hmm.
sponsor of the cafe. They have over 250 locations just from Miami to West Palm Beach, plus all across the nation. And they're working with the veterans, they're working with pre-need and funeral, cremation. All denominations are non-denominational. Different funeral homes and different cemeteries that you just don't realize are under the Dignity Memorial umbrella. So they are a huge national sponsorship.
That was my first job when I moved to
With
Florida.
Dignity?
No, when I moved to Tampa, I used to sell prearranged funerals right out of the funeral home. And also when emergency funerals happen, it's a sad job, but it was
But
feel
they've
good doing
sort
it.
of changed the game. It's about celebrating life. They
Right,
said a lot
exactly
of people
right.
now aren't doing their traditional how many tears can we create. It's about what was this person's life like, and let's
And how
celebrate
did it touch you?
And have a party if that's what you like. Go on an adventure, bring it forward, do it on the outside about celebrating life. Because the one thing we said yesterday are the two things in life you must do. There's really only one because there are some
Only
people that don't
one.
pay taxes.
You got to live it.
I love that.
You gotta
changed
live it.
You got to live life.
You but that's what they celebrate.
Yep.
They celebrate life. They don't talk about anything
Well,
else.
you know what they say, you only live once? That's not true. You live every day, you only die once.
Yeah, it's the
Which is
second
a different
time I've
way to
heard
look
that
at
this
it.
week. It's true.
Very true.
And I think that's what Wayne said yesterday. You live every day, you only die once. So you know what? You have to live your life, and we
I remember
get to do that
that.
every day.
That's a scary thought for me.
Well, talk about living their life. There's no one that lives life to the fullest
Well,
more
the
than you
question
and
is
JoJo.
how do you live your life?
Yes.
How do you live your life? Do you live your life mad, sad, depressed, anxious?
I don't get mad, and if I do, I never hold a grudge because it does no good. Like I get
Really,
mad
you
at Freddie
don't?
all the time.
All the time.
I do.
There are times that she's mad at me. I don't even know why.
I know, right? Do I do that?
And she says, I said to her, that was 3 weeks ago.
But how many people do we see in life that just walk around with a sour face, a sour puss, as we say?
Well, they'll never call and say,
Absolutely true.
"Hey, what are you doing today? It's a great day." It's always, "I don't feel right. This is wrong. That's wrong."
Yeah.
They bring you down.
Oh, my dad wants to come next Friday as a vet.
Absolutely, he's a vet.
He's writing in. He goes, I know a veteran that would like to come to the show next Friday.
Come on down. Listen, my brother was a vet, and I don't have him anymore. And
Oh,
I
that's
want to
true.
be there in spirit. But I always wanted to give something back to the vets. Always wanted to do this. I mean, we did the BB&T Center for the vets, all that stuff.
So
I saw your mother the other day. That hair color is unbelievable.
Where'd you see my mom?
On air.
Oh.
What do you think? I'm
she was-
riding around Boca looking for your mother?
I'm not changing my hair color. I'm not doing pink or purple.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yes. Freddie,
I'm going to have you wear a wig.
My
I'm not
mom
doing
was
it.
sitting next to Freddie last week. They were double fisting. One to Freddie fist, one to my mother's. They were toasting to life. They were having margaritas, I think, at the Mexican restaurant.
That was hilarious.
But we have a lot of fun. And thank you, JoJo, for always working with us. She's going to help
Love
us
it.
find the best location for Friday. I am looking at this restaurant, and
It's busy.
You talk
I
about
have all my
lunchtime.
friends showing up.
It's
Are
busy.
they? That table over there.
Now let me tell you
It's so
something.
cool.
First
I'm
place
so
I met you
excited.
2 years ago was
That's-
right here.
We did a show here.
That's right. That was
I never
2 years
forget-
ago. No,
I ne-
maybe 3.
Were you the one? No, it was Rochelle
This
Schwartz.
seems to be like a pivotal turning point for us because the last show we did here, we were moving, and now we're here and we're moving again. So it seems like this place keeps us moving and going.
I remember JoJo came down because I think I spoke to you on Sarah's Spiritual.
Yes.
I said, call in now, and she got her question in.
Yep.
And then we met you here.
He says to me, what area code are you calling from?
Yeah.
But it's
No, I didn't know
really
everything.
amazing.
It was 201, that's why.
And Anne, I love that your friends are joining us.
Yeah, there's a whole table over there, and more are coming. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Our phone lines are open, 888-994-4995. Give us a call. We're always going to give you more information. And to download what's happening with our show, you can download our MobiPop. Go to your phone, start a new text message, and the number is 55312. So anyone who's listening or watching us, go to your phone, type in the text message. It's 55312, and the message is, you trying it out, Freddie?
No, I got it.
CAFE, and hit send. All of our information, all of our shows, we do need to update our address in there. We need to talk to Jen G of MobiPop.
Yes.
And you will get our MobiPop card. You'll be able to watch our show live. All of the information, all of our sponsors, we need to add you to our mix on our MobiPop.
I just want to know how you remember this whole thing.
You don't see my teleprompter
No,
right
there's
there?
no teleprompter.
There
She's
isn't.
just going for it.
I have to ask you, where is this new place, the new studio?
It is
the
in
video
East
looks
Boca.
super.
It's in East Boca, so not too far from here, not too far from the radio station.
Not too far, just big.
And when is it going to be ready to go?
That's a good question. I got off the phone with him
So
this
I need
morning.
to find places for next week on location, or you already
we,
have them?
we may
Okay.
have to. We don't know yet. But
Yeah,
what we're
for a
going to
couple
do is we're going to
days. I
play
got
it
a lot of
by.
work ahead of me.
We're going to play it by. I mean, I would love. People are showing love. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Everybody, yes.
We got more locations. People want us to go out and everything else. We would like to come home so we can start setting it up. But maybe we do a little bit of both. But yes, we're going to need places next week.
And that's how we remember it. It's just all this amazing community that we've become a part of, that's become a part of us. And actually, speaking with Ann, we're going to go to commercial break, Connor. When we come back, we're going to talk to Ann, see what's going
And
on.
I'm going to run,
How to
so I'm
live
going to say
life.
goodbye so I
Jojo,
can
thank
go
you
do
so
what I
much.
need to do.
Nice
Thank you, Jojo. Always, always thank you.
Mwah. Love you guys.
Jojo is the best. Our phone lines are open. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.TV, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Yes, we are on the road still. I can't say once again. We are live at
We're
JJ's.
still on the road.
JJ's Cafe and Deli. Stacy Mandel, Lenny, and Harry, thank you so much for joining us. Your work is amazing. And I'm so excited that I don't know how they're going to get Lenny out of here. You got it. Lenny, thank you so much for joining us and for always sharing your wife with us. She's truly a gift.
We'll see you soon.
Amazing. And we've got Teddy's holding the baby, and it's one big happy family, and our community has accepted
Teddy, you look
us
good with a baby.
and embraced us. So thank you again. We're on the corner of Palmetto Park and Powerline Road. And we've got Ann Dector here with us. We're talking, you aren't here to be good, you're here to be better. And actually speaking with Ann, organically we're going to grow this segment, and we got Robin Weiss with us, of course, our bling specialist of the cafe.
I'm going to steal a few things before I leave. You know that, right?
What's your favorite, Ann?
Just order. It's okay.
Tell us
your
what.
mic.
Tell us. Your mic's right there. Tell us your favorite, Ann. What do you love so much about bling?
Me?
You.
Bling is light. Bling is life. Bling is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Right? Gotta have bling in life.
Look at these sneakers and the coffee cups. And Robin created one of my wands that I have to tell you, when we were packing up, I said to my crew, don't touch my wands. I will pack up my vase and my wands on my own. So everything is nicely packed away in bubble wrap until we get back where we're going.
That's right. But you still took the OG with you.
The OG stays in the car with me, as always. And we're talking with Ann. She's got some points that we're going to start this new segment organically. And what I love so much about Ann, look, her whole support system, her community comes and they support her. And that is why I love you. One of the reasons is the support. One of the many reasons I love you. Because you have an entire community around you. And the support and the love. When we put out that post yesterday, by the time I posted it and I went to the next place, there were like 32 comments on it.
Okay, great.
But you have an amazing community.
I do have an amazing community. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today. And my mother said I have to do a Carol Burnett thing. I have to wiggle my ears to say hello to her, so she's watching. But this is going to be amazing. This is the first time we're on, and I have to tell you, I'm a little bit nervous. This is...
What are you nervous about? You've been on with us a lot.
Yeah, but this is like, going forward, this is doing something that's going to be, hopefully, a game changer for a lot of people.
It's going to be a game changer for a lot of people.
So it's a responsibility. I mean, that's the way I look at life. You got to share the light, be with the light, and today we can talk about something really powerful. I want to talk about how today's message and energy of the week is getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
This is a big one. Now, getting out of your comfort zone, what does that mean? It's like, it's moving away from reactive behavior that doesn't serve you. Freddie, do you have any reactive behaviors?
All the time.
You do?
All the time?
Yes.
See, I don't know Freddie that well. We're just beginning our relationship.
I do. I panic.
Dawn, does he have?
I do, but then,
He
you
usually doesn't.
you make corrections as you go. Listen, I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, the phone call I got this weekend was kind of a reactive behavior.
I did.
Which, right?
Reactive. I got some bad news, my business. I mean, you're talking about my life. And I was in a restaurant, and I got into such a panic, I left. And I left everybody there, and I went outside.
But does that feel terrible? It's like where you feel
I
it
thought I was
in
having
your
a heart attack.
Exactly. You feel it in your body. You feel yourself I don't know, schwitzing, turning red, your heart palpitates.
No, it's
and
bigger than
pounds.
schwitzing.
And you called me, and we called our executive producer, and we all had this phone conversation. We all were like,
And I misunderstood. Oh, really?
And there it is.
Hey, how you doing? I misunderstood it. And then afterwards, now the lesson learned is I'm not going to react anymore. Problems come.
Well, we're
figure it
supposed to
out.
react. I mean, we have this.
Nah, it doesn't. You want to live a
Freddie,
short life?
We have this
React.
reptilian brain, right?
We got a what?
This reptilian brain, the part of us
I'm a
that.
reptile.
let
I'm
me
a
see your
reptile.
tongue, Freddie.
Wait a minute, I see a fly. I'm going to eat it. I'm a reptile.
Which type
Don't
of
do
reptile? Are you an iguana?
Wow.
What does
This is
that mean,
amazing.
a reptilian brain?
It means that we have this fight or flight response. So when we feel threatened, the reptilian brain takes over and we just react and we go off. Now, when that happens, we lose all connection to source, all connection to possibilities that are good and good
All right,
for
I want
us.
you to stay on your mic, even though you look at Dawn, stay on the mic. Cause I want
Just
people
bring
to
your
hear
mic
this.
with you.
Okay. So that's what the reptilian brain is all about. So you panic, you get anxious, your heart pounds, and when you're like that, can you think? Can you
Not
think
at all.
normally,
You can't even
rationally?
breathe.
You can't even breathe. Is right. So this is why it's so important that look. First, I want to backtrack. The premise is we aren't here to be good. We're here to be better.
But do you learn to be better?
Yes, it's a choice.
Okay, but this is the knack of why you're so good at what you do. If somebody were to tell you today, I'm going to throw 12 bad pieces of bad news, one after the other, like a layer of cakes, can you survive it, walk out that door and continue your day?
Wow, that's a big one. Can we start off small with one layer cake instead of a 12-layer cake?
But do we ever get a one-layer cake?
Well, hold on.
Yes.
I got a 12-layer cake last week. If you sit in my chair, I can give you 12 pieces of bad news on 2 continents. Puerto Rico's not a continent, right? It's
No,
a country.
It's still part. Well,
You
it's
know
our
what?
country. It's still part of
12
our country.
layers.
Yes.
So
So,
one
Freddie,
time.
you know what I take from that?
Tell me.
Is that the universe really loves you.
It does.
Because the universe thinks that you can handle it. We're not given what we can't handle. So if that's the case, we go back to the beginning. And what's the beginning? Why do I even do what I do? Why we're having this conversation?
Right.
Because the bottom line is we're all here to heal the world in our own unique and special ways. Just sitting here on this stage, doing what you're doing, you're contributing to healing the world. Now, we live in a world where hopefully we follow love thy neighbor as thyself, right? Hopefully we're all following that universal truth. Now, when we live in that place, everything we do, from serving food, the wonderful waitresses here, making food, for talking, community, being in community, everything we do, if we can lead with love thy neighbor as thyself, then we don't get 12-layer cakes in our life. Okay. So, Freddie, you need some love thy neighbor as thyself
I
in your life.
kind of like that thought.
You do, though.
I do.
You give to everyone.
I
You
do.
like
I
that?
try. I try.
You,
I
what do you
try
like
as hard
about
as I
that,
can.
Robin? Talking to your.
Talk it to your mic, honey.
You don't put yourself above anybody, I guess, right? You kind of just like treat everybody.
Stay,
as
stay on your
everybody
mic because they
wants to-
can't. They can't hear
You
you.
would
Say that?
treat everybody as you would want to be treated.
Like the,
That's right.
the 10 things I learned in kindergarten, right? You treat people like you want to be treated.
The 10 things you learned in kindergarten.
There's a-
I learned 11.
Everything we learned in kindergarten is applicable
Everything.
to life now.
Yes.
If you go back to, and there's a book, and I don't know who wrote the book, everything we learned in kindergarten about loving your neighbor, about caring and compassion and sharing and being nice to each other. Somewhere between the age of 6 and wherever we are now, people seem to forget those, what do you call them, universal truths?
The universal truths. Look, the bottom line is we love living in our comfort zone. We love being able to react whenever we react. We love being able to eat whenever we want to eat. We love being able to, whatever we do, we want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And that's it. So
Gotcha.
that's not, so that living in your comfort zone, just living like that, you're not really living your life's purpose, which is to grow from good to better. And how do you grow from good to better? It doesn't happen by being comfortable.
Now
You
let me ask you a question.
You need the 12-layer cake.
But let me ask you a question. People will never say, "I'm doing a great job." They never take credit. Either they're humble or not.
People
insecure.
take credit all the time.
No, hold on. They never say, "I'm doing a good job." They will take and try to lower other people. You're not doing a good job. To try to raise themselves, and that's a problem I have.
So that I think usually stems from lack of self-esteem on the other person's
That's
part.
right. So how
and
do-
lack of love thy neighbor as thyself.
So how do we teach somebody with lack of self-esteem that you aren't here to be good, you're here to be better?
I always say lead by example.
And I love that.
Don't react.
I love that.
Don't react.
That is the hardest lesson to learn.
So I have a philosophy, I have a theory, I call it pass the salt. You want to hear about pass the salt?
Let me hear it.
Okay. So it's kind of
Pass the
pass
salt?
the salt.
Pass
It's
the
like
salt.
pass
Is
the
there salt
potatoes?
here? Pass the salt. So you're in a restaurant, kind of like JJ's Cafe and Deli, right?
Yes, we are.
And you're sitting at a table, and the salt is all the way on the other end, and you turn around and you go to somebody and you go, pass the salt, please. Is there any emotion in that? Is there any anger? Any type of more people here? Hi. Any type of nervousness? Any type of upset in that request? No, you're neutral. You're in pass the salt zone. So anytime someone does something to upset you, my first thing I coach is stay and pass the salt. Pass the salt. Don't react. Because that initial reaction, that initial fear, the initial anxiety, the initial whatever's going to come out of your mouth in that moment, it's not good.
Okay, so pass the salt. Got a question. How do you raise that comfort level with yourself?
It's not comfortable, Freddie, in the beginning. Nothing is comfortable.
But how do you
Freddie,
raise its awareness?
Freddie, is it comfortable to go to the gym and start pumping weights?
Absolutely not. But some of us got to do what you got to do.
So you got your physical muscles and you got your soul spiritual muscles. You got to work them.
She's good.
You got to work
There's
them.
no bubbles there. She's good.
She's very good. Her message is true. It's the pass the salt. And we've had about a 24-layer cake, you and I, the past 3 weeks. And
That's
just when you think that cake can't get any taller, someone else calls, they give you another layer and another layer until you just talk about react. We tried not to react. And you know what? At the end of the 3 weeks, it's been spectacular.
It has been. It's been the best time.
Because
the
you're
first part of
getting,
the
this
journey.
just brings up the point. You're getting out of your comfort zone. You guys aren't in your comfort zone right now.
Nope.
You're
Well,
like,
right here
you're,
we are, but
you're homeless.
we're homeless.
You're homeless.
We're living under a bridge. But
No,
you
you
know
know-
what? Talk about being homeless. It's a pretty good way to be homeless.
I gotta tell you, the thing that turns me on the most is I look at the kids, and I call them kids, but they're grown men and women, and they look at me and they go, "This is gonna be a tight shoot." I say, "Yep," and kind of says, "We gotta do what we gotta do." And then I look at Teddy and Teddy says, but it works, and you make it happen. And you
make
push.
you make lemonade out of lemons.
Lemons. That's right.
But talk
Sweet
about
lemon.
it. This is a great place to be homeless. I got to
is.
tell you, we're an amazing restaurant. We're JJ's Cafe and Deli. And one of the reasons I wanted to be here today is because this is right near your community.
This is right near
Right
my
where you
community,
live.
right in my backyard.
And I wanted your amazing
Shout out
community.
and thank you to all my friends who showed up today.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is just the beginning for actually speaking with Anne. I hope you all join us. And you know Vicki for quite a while, you said.
I know Vicki also for a very long time. Vicki, we're talking about you.
Vicky, your ears are ringing.
we're
about
talking about you. Hi.
So Anne walks in and doesn't know Vicki's part of this restaurant, and they
She
know
didn't
each
know?
other.
No, I had no idea.
How do
Really?
how do you know each other?
Vicki and I go way, way back. We did some spiritual learning together. And we,
You've transformed yourself in your energy, huh?
I don't know. Have I transformed myself in my energy? Well, this is what it is that when you start living in alignment with universal truths, people come up to you and they start saying things like, did you get a haircut? Did you lose weight? Did you do something different? And so we all want to be in that place, and that's why I do this work. So I guess when I'm having a bad day, Vicki, and I don't look like I'm full of light and transformed, you'll tell me. We all have bad days. Pass the salt. We all have bad days. We're all going to react, but pick yourself back up and start over again.
I kind of like that.
Pick yourself back up.
And that works for men, women, and children.
Everybody.
Everybody.
These are universal truths.
That's right. That works no matter what. I mean, different people have different strokes for different folks, but at the end of the day, the underground, the bottom floor, the cement that holds it all together is that belief.
Well, so if anybody is working on getting out of their comfort zone, taking on something new, like Don and Freddie here, expanding the show, new digs, it's stressful. And you know, I got to tell you something funny on this. You know, we're sitting here in gorgeous, glorious Boca Raton. But do you know that Boca Raton, its astrological sign is Taurus?
I didn't know a city could have an astrological sign.
I didn't know Boca was a Taurus.
Yes.
A Taurus.
Taurus.
A bull.
Boca
Taurus
is
the
a
bull.
Taurus. Why? Well, everything that has a birth date can have an astrological sign. So the date that Boca was incorporated, that's Boca's birth sign, right? Birthday. So what do we know about Boca and about Tauruses, excuse me? We know that the sign of Taurus is all about being comfortable, not rocking the boat. And if we look at living in Boca, we live in these, I mean, I'm from Montreal, Canada, and we don't have gated communities, or maybe we do now, it's been a long time. But when my brothers come down and visit, they're like, what is this? Where are the people? What are these gates?
We're behind the gates.
I don't understand. Where are the people? And we can buy these huge big screen TVs, right? And we can sit in our houses and we never have to leave, right? On demand, get the movie you want. And he's like, this is comfort at its like essence. So, you know, living here, because everything is so beautiful and the weather is beautiful and comfortable, sometimes, like Freddie says, like, how do we get out of our comfort zone? We have two choices. We can either choose it or we can be pushed, the 12-layer cake. I don't want the 12-layer cake. It's too painful. So the good part about that is you have a choice. So Freddie will ask me, I know it's coming next, so how do you do that?
How do you do that?
We're going to hold that
Okay.
till we get back from commercial break. And
Can we tell people to call in if they have any
Absolutely.
challenge
Yes.
they're dealing with?
Absolutely.
So if you're dealing with anything, if you want to grow from good to better, if you want to get out of your comfort zone and you want to hear my humble advice, call 888-994-4995.
And I want to hear from Robin about getting out of her comfort zone because you just keep growing and going. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee. And it is amazing after just 3 treatments. And even after the first treatment, I could tell a huge difference.
We'd love to invite you to come see us and be a part of that. Thank you.
And that always works.
That goes to the Dillon School of Counting.
Now, can I tell you, when I was growing up, I grew up in a Puerto Rican family. And my parents always learned an old saying, which probably doesn't relate to what you're talking about, but I'm going to say it anyway. There was an old saying that says, get or be got. And I never understood. And I never understood what that meant. And it meant to me now is go get life, go do what you got to go do, and don't let life get you. So it's get or be got. And sitting here and I'm hearing this over and over and go. You got to go out to do what you got to go out to do.
Sometimes we need a little kick in the butt, in the tuchus, since my people call it.
No 12-layer cakes.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna take you over and consume you if you don't do something about it.
Yes, and that's the hardest part. I remember once, I guess I had to learn a lesson and I wasn't listening. I don't know what happened, but there were a series of events that happened that just, finally I realized this was a wake-up call, right? So the first thing that happened was I think my refrigerator broke, right? And that was like unexpected expenses. And then I think the second thing that happened was I got into a car accident right in front of my rabbi. And I'll never forget, he called me up after and he said, I saw that. He said, do you realize that there's something you need to be fixing? That there's something going on? Like all these sequence of negative events. So I think what happens is we don't really realize that these things are wake-up calls and we need to really listen before it gets to the 12-layer cake.
Yeah, you're right.
That's an interesting point.
And you know something? A couple of months ago, we did a show, more than a couple of months ago. We did a show with somebody who had a deck of cards, and we sort of scrambled the cards. And before we got started, she looks at me.
They were tarot cards.
Yes. There were 20 people on that set. And she looks at me and points at me. She says, if you pull the death card, it doesn't mean you're going to die. And she said this like 3 or 4 times. And I turned around to her and I said, why are you picking on me? Because I'm like, what about her or him? There was a whole bunch of people there. She says, I'm just letting you know, right? So what do you think the first card is that I pull?
The death card.
The death card.
She thinks that's funny. Actually, Freddie.
Hold on.
Freddie, did you react? Did your reptilian iguana come out?
Yes.
My hat fell off my head and falls on the floor, right? I pulled the second card. Guess what the second card was?
The death card.
The death card. And there have been 2 changes in my life in the last 3 weeks that if under any other circumstances, I would have done, I'm done. I'm in trouble. And they weren't deaths. She said to me, those 2 deaths are going to give you 2 new lives. And that's what's happening right now.
That's exactly what she said. It's not death of a being or of you, thank God. It's changes in your life, that something is changing and coming to an end, and there will be a new beginning. She says, not 1, but you've got 2. And here we sit with 2 new beginnings today with Ann.
And she told me when she was leaving the set, she whispers in my ear, Freddie, read the signs.
Yes.
And I am a big believer of that. And I said, wow. So I've been waiting, and it happened. Come on, you know it's happened.
Yes.
It has happened.
I think everybody knows.
Well, but the bottom line is it's not going to detract me. I want to get bigger. Okay, I want to do more. I want to bring more friends. I want to sell places
But
out.
why, Freddie? What's your motivation?
Mine?
Yeah.
Is I want to give it forward. Because God gave me a gift 2.5 years ago, which I shouldn't even be here right now. I was told, go back, go do what you got to go do. And I want to bring and learn from everybody around me. But life is all about the give. It's easy to take the take. It's all about learning to do the give.
That is so beautiful because that just segues, Freddie, into something else. The energy of the week is so powerful because, again, we're talking about getting out of our comfort zone. And another way to do it, so we talked about pass the salt. Another way to do it is exactly what you're talking about. It's being in a circuitry of I take so that I can share. I take so that I can share. I take these opportunities. I'm sitting here. I'm doing what I need to do. I take in money. I take in time. I take so that I can share back with my community.
Agreed.
So it's a circuitry of receiving and sharing. And when you live in that place, that's where the magic happens. That's where you're connected to source. Because most of us live in a place of just taking.
Yes.
And that's so much with what you do, Robin. And you talk about you're working now with JCC?
Well, it's not the JCC.
Talk it to your mic, Robin.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so a lot of exciting things have happened since the last time I've been here. And one of them is I teamed up with this amazing, incredible lady. Her name is Marian Mendelson Cross, and she's the Director of Jewish Community Services Community Engagement. And what we actually have been doing together is facilitating workshops to teach this craft that I've been now going on 9 years doing on my own. Instead of just selling stuff, I'm now bringing this to Florida, I'm doing FaceTime workshops as well. And all the proceeds so far have gone to Jewish Community Services Shalom Bayit program, which benefits domestic abuse, women, and I'm sure, even men, I'm sure. They help everyone. They also have a kosher food bank, and I'm very involved with them now. I have shows, and I give a lot of proceeds to them. So it's been great working with her, and the most exciting thing, I'm sponsoring their 100-year anniversary celebration this Saturday night in the Miami Design District. And it's incredible to have a charity last that long. And the people are incredible, and everyone should check it out and volunteer for them because they work really hard.
Now, you're teaching people how to do this craft?
I am.
Because I heard something, I always have my ears everywhere. I heard you say something really unique. You learn a lot about people by what they bring learning this craft.
Oh, well, let me just say that I've just started doing these workshops. I've been working with rhinestones myself for 9 years. I have tweaked along the way, so I created my own pickup stick and my own weight that I like to dispense the glue and actual techniques and terms. So I'm at the point where I've never taught before, so this is all cultivating. And just to let you know how fast it's happening, our first 3 workshops that have happened in the last week have brought to the Shalom Bayit program $3,395.
Wow.
That's very nice.
Fantastic.
And everybody has had a blast. It's been mothers and children. I do every kind of party you can imagine. Children from ages 8 years old all the way up to 108. If you can operate a cell phone, even if you can't, you can do this craft.
And the beautiful thing about this connection that
Yes.
you had Robin join us today. You did not know anything about the Shalom Bayit program.
No.
Or about the Kosher Food Bank.
And again, no.
And here we sit with Ann and Iris and all of their community looking for, Kosher Food Bank. And it comes, you still don't even get the connection. Like, he's looking at me like, I don't understand
Okay.
the
I
connection.
want to
hear you say the word buy it.
Buy what?
Buy it.
Buy it?
Buy it.
Hey, when I lost my mother 2.5 years ago, and when I came back to Florida, there was a check waiting for me to bury her from
Rail Jewish Family Services. From Danielle Hartman, had a donor that donated to help pay for some of your mom's needs.
That's right. Now, I didn't even know these people. Are you kidding me? And you talk about moving it forward? I don't need to know why. I just need to know what to do. And when I came home and they presented that to me, I didn't even know what to do. So they have my blue chip. Whatever they need, they get.
They were
If I can do it, it's
spectacular.
done.
And what was
Can I also thank you, Dawn, so much. Dawn connected me with cruise planners of Coral Springs, and they have given me a lot of work in the past year. So I made Dawn a wand, but that wasn't enough. I want to make her a microphone or whatever she wants.
Yes, I
But
think I definitely need a microphone. Don't
Extended
you?
invitation
Another microphone.
to you and Freddie and whomever works real hard, these gentlemen over here, to have a rhinestone crafting workshop one day.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I would love to come and give you all
I
one,
got something.
just to see what this is about.
I got something I want to talk
Wanna
to you
do
about.
it?
I got a painting.
Yes.
I showed you at the gallery. I want a rhinestone.
She doesn't like that
Okay,
painting.
well, we'll discuss the painting.
I love it.
doesn't like
But
that
do you know why I
painting.
love that painting?
Yes.
Because nobody likes it.
Because you love it.
That's why I love it.
You can love it for whatever reason
Oh,
you want.
baby, when I
And
ring
when
this
teach
baby
you
up-
how to do this in an hour,
Yes.
you can put all the bling you want on it.
I'm going to put a little thing on there. Remember at the Apollo, they used to rub the tree trunk? I'm going to put a little thing on there. People are going to rub that painting. That painting is going to grow out of the ashes.
Okay,
Oh, I think I heard that before.
If you feel that strongly about
I
the
do.
painting, I am now devoted to you to help you with the painting.
We,
know it meant that
you
much.
got
No,
a
don't
deal.
take that. I'm still eating
Yeah,
it.
see,
Thank
She's
you.
still eating
You
it.
would've said that
I'm
to
still
me from the
eating.
beginning. I do
Thank
this
you.
from my heart. So,
Oh, I have
yeah.
plans for you. I just
I
had
do
to
it
get
with you,
here.
Freddie?
You can. I'll hold you on a rope, and you can.
Okay,
We
don't
can do
hold
it
me on
this
a
way.
rope.
But I
'Cause
love
it's big.
I love this
No
connection,
ropes.
and I love how it all comes to be. And I love for what Robin creates in bling because you know what? It's more than just the sparkle in the bling.
That's right.
It's about the give back, and that's the synergy. You give back to so many people, and what you're doing now, and you're giving back to a charity over $3,000.
Well, I also work on my own. Yes,
Stay on your mic,
raised
stay on your mic.
$3,395. $3,395 in first three workshops.
Now you have an event coming up.
I have a few events. One in Boynton in Cascades on November 17th. It's just a small event. I like to be in the air conditioning, and I have also another event with Jewish Community Services. They have a lot of different divisions. They have a call center as well for anybody who needs to call, who is on the brink of, say, a mental illness. It's really an incredible organization, and I would love for anybody, if you go to the food bank, they can give you a tour. And they just opened a very short while ago, and people work so hard. And everything, if you go to the website, Jewish Community Services of South Florida, there's also, I'm sure, one up in Boca, so that's just because I'm from there, and that's my hometown.
When is your next event?
My next event is in Cascades, and then I have another one December 3rd, and I have about...
But give me the very next one. Let's take one at a time.
The very next one is November 17th.
Where is November 17th?
Cascades.
Cascade, you know where that is?
In the clubhouse.
And
Cascades. Is it open to the public?
I honestly don't know. I think it might be.
How do people find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram. I have a lot of butterflies. I'm the butterfly maker. That's my name on Instagram. So you can message me.
She's the butterfly maker.
And
I'm gonna put a butterfly on you.
And I get all my business, and I've been doing this for a long time, through 6 Degrees of Separation. I love it like that. I don't have a website. I'm going to continue doing it like that because it really works very
We got to
well.
get your website.
All right,
We're
we're
gonna
going to
work
get
on
her
that.
website.
Well,
We're gonna
I'll get a
her Moby
website
Pop.
when someone starts to help me because I'm only one person, but
I'm gonna help
I
you with
can
that.
bring this to a very large crowd.
I'm going to help you with a website.
On that, I'm going to switch. We're going to go to commercial break. I want to bring Iris up. We're going to talk about more universal truths. You can contact Rob, and you can find her at
Need
the
another
Butterfly
hour.
Maker. We need a lot more time, but we got more to go. Lots to do. 888-994-4995, live from JJ's Cafe and Deli in Boca Raton, and we will be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself, give yourself the chance to be heard, and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
And we're back.
And we're back. Wow, what a day, what a week. It's
have to
a
talk like
wonderful Wellness Women's Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe. And yes, we're still on the road at JJ's Cafe in Delhi. We're talking with Anne, actually speaking with Anne, and Iris is joining us.
My dear friend Iris Fixler of many years, just like with Dawn. So should we talk about the connection that's going
Whatever
on
you
here?
want.
So how crazy is it that Dawn and I connected? We all have children the same age, our eldest, right? So what happened was Iris and I had our eldest in school together, and that's how we met. Dawn and I had our eldest in Mommy and Me together, and that's how we met. And where is Vicky? Vicky Hirschkorn, the what do I say she is in terms of the restaurant?
She is Gary's sister.
So she co-runs the restaurant.
There she is.
Vicky, can you come on the set too? Okay, where are we going to put her?
See if we can-
Just stand beside Iris, and we'll share a mic with you.
Share a seat with Iris.
Share a seat. So all these wonderful ladies, we all go back so many years, and we've seen each other go through a metamorphosis, right?
Absolutely.
We've all seen each other grow and change from good to better, if I may.
I like that.
So
Not bad to worse, good to better.
Good to better. Never bad to worse.
Always good to better.
So the question is that we've all grown and transformed, right? And we've become better as the years go by. But it didn't happen without leaving our comfort zones, right?
Absolutely not.
So, Vicky, what was your wake-up call? What was your moment of transformation?
Oh my goodness. Okay, it probably was when my mother. I don't want to say it. No, it was probably.
Put your
okay,
mic
let
up
me change
closer.
that, yeah.
Closer.
It was probably. I had a teacher who was really not nice and was very well respected, and but was not nice to me and was horrible to me. I was all confused, but I kind of knew in my head that I had to be strong about it. But it was the hardest thing I ever did, and it was very painful because it was getting bullied.
So, what did you realize about yourself after that?
I'm really strong and I'm smart.
And
But
you look at
were
you
you an
now.
adult at this time or a
Yes,
child?
I was an adult.
Okay. So it took that.
You know, it's really funny. When I met Dawn,
I think I just grew up. I think I just became an adult like
Well,
10 years ago.
you know, but I'm going to tell you what you went through. I learned this lesson when I met this lady because I never understood what bullying meant. I mean, I grew up through school and I was bullied and everything, but I never knew the significance of it until I see what it's done to people as adults.
Right.
And how it's made you cringe.
Oh.
And we were having this discussion yesterday that sometimes in sports, when you get hit a lot in football and baseball and basketball, you cringe. In life, when you cringe, there's no. I mean, you just cringe about anything you want to try in the future.
So
But
can we
that's the reactionary,
can we
right?
yes, and can we reframe the cringing?
Okay.
So let's reframe it and say anytime you feel like you want to cringe when that 12-layer cake comes at you, look at that situation or that person as an opportunity to grow.
I have the chills
Agreed.
because that's so true because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's the truth.
So
we got to
my-
get a button made.
We have to make a song about
We got
that.
to make a picture of you on a button.
That says what? What
And you
doesn't
put it-
kill you?
It's called a rub button. And do you know what a rub button is?
No, I'm
Really?
scared. Very scared.
You're doing that right now.
Have you?
What is that? Would you get your hand off your chest?
Oh my! No, not that. Not that kind of rub.
Oh, you see the rub button? You see that rubbing your chest? I go, Freddie, this is live TV.
No, my son Giovanni, who created everything you see around us when he was 14, he used to talk in school. So I said to him, "You got to stop talking in school. You're gonna get in trouble." "Oh, but Dad, the teacher this and that." No. So I made him a button, and he put it on his lapel, and he used to rub it, and it used to stop him from talking. So whenever you feel you're being bullied or insecure or something, you put your picture on a button, and just remember those words you just said.
Which were?
He doesn't remember.
I don't
I
remember.
remember. Give me some. That was your cue, not mine.
I just have the vision of the rubbing.
About reframing it.
When there's no, with no pain, there's no gain.
Give me the phrase.
Reframing it?
I said,
Give me the phrase. What can I touch and hold on
Oh,
to?
right. So reframe, and that the 12-layer cake is an opportunity for you to grow from good to better. So it kind of falls in with the pass the salt, because if you look at it as an opportunity, which is kind of neutral, then you don't get crazy and reactive.
You can just say from
No?
good to better.
No? Yeah.
Yes, I was
Okay,
just
I
thinking
don't
rub
know.
here.
You
But
can just say from good to better. Yeah, they don't
Rub
know
here.
you like I know you.
I
That's
know.
really funny because you didn't
I
even
get
know
it.
it. He wasn't even aware what he
So
was
the
doing.
beauty of us sitting here, these four beautiful women and Freddie.
Aunt Freddie.
Aunt
There's
Freddie.
always an Aunt Freddie. Hi, Mom. Mom looked at me. She said, Freddie.
It's always good to be Freddie.
The beauty of it is that there's such a thing in life like full circle, right? And that the other tip or tool, the other takeaway from today is that how do you go out of your comfort zone? You need support. You surround yourself with like-minded people that are on a quest to be the best they can be. Now, what happens was organically, because you're vibrating that, because you're sending that out into the universe that I want to be the best I can be, the universe brings to you the people that you need to surround yourself with. And look what, like, this is crazy. Dawn, I haven't seen you in years and you showed up. Vicky, I haven't seen you in years and you showed up. Iris came back into my life also later on. So this is the beauty of knowing and trusting that the universe will bring you what you need when you're committed to growing from good to better.
And part of when I met Iris at your home is I was talking to her husband about his company and the whole women's event that they had done. And I think, Anne, that's a great stepping stone for you is to maybe reach out to his company and see if you can do one of your seminars or we can reach into to
Okay,
these
so
women
here's the
empowerment.
thing
And
about-
she didn't even know that Yitz did this.
Well, here's the thing about Yitz. God bless him. He's my
Eric.
brother, Eric. He's my brother from another mother.
His name's Eric?
We actually
Okay.
share the same birthday.
Oh.
You and him?
Yes. So we're brother sister. I claim it. I don't think he wants to accept it. Look, let's see Iris's face. Is she freaking out? Oh my God. Yeah, because I'm going to get backlash from
you're a
Eric. That's okay.
Capricorn.
You know, I want to tell you something. This is some science I heard recently that when you spend time with someone, your brain waves actually align. This is just scientifically proven. So
Really?
all of this wisdom that we know comes is from the universe is backed with science. Once
Yes.
we discover it in science, science is sort of our backup. If we don't have faith in that universal wisdom, science is there as our backup. We land on science and we will find the universal wisdom within science as well. So for all those non-believers who find it difficult to wrap their head around something they can't really understand and see, science is there for us to catch us. It's the catch-all for all of those non-believers because we cannot deny the universal wisdom when we actually
Yeah,
study
you
science.
can't.
And so when we are with people of like-minded, and any person that you're with, your brain waves will align with them. So it just goes to show the significance of the people that we surround ourselves with.
You know, I didn't speak a word of English until 4 years ago.
Wow.
And then I met Dawn and I learned English.
Do you know that explains why you and I share a brain?
My English is very, very sexy. I no speak mucho inglés.
He doesn't speak it very well.
Soy
but he's
puertorriqueño, no hablo inglés.
His English
No,
is
I
very
didn't
good.
speak no English, and I met her. And then the brainwave thing. So I agree with you 100%.
Is that true, Dawn?
He
I don't know.
Is
Freddie
that true,
well,
Dawn?
yeah. Is that
You used
true?
to say to me all the time.
I'm so gullible. Is that
His
true?
His English is also very, very sexy, but he spoke English, just not like you speak English. That's what he
That's
said.
an old song. It's not really. It's supposed to
So
be not
we
really
do
very good.
share a
I call
brain.
it sexy.
You will start a sentence, and I will know exactly how to finish it.
So,
and what you
exactly
mean.
what
It's kinda
Iris said.
He'll
scary.
say, you know, that woman that we met. Okay, 3,000 of them. And I say, yeah, I know. And I know exactly who he means at what point in time. And I'll even send him the phone number. But that's kind of exactly what Iris said.
It's true. And sometimes I go to the shortcut that, and then she finishes the sentence. There you go. And it happens. Like she had this thing about the children, and I already know it because we talked about it in the past. We talked about the move. We talked about. I said to her, okay, now we're on AM at iHeart. What do you want to do next? She says, I want FM. So they threw us out of iHeart. And we went to an AMF in Beasley, 6th largest radio company in the country. Then I said to her, okay, what do you want next? So we went to the art gallery, 14,000 square feet. And we were in there. And what do you want next? They threw us out of there, and now you have your own place.
our own
And we're being
But that's
syndicated.
all painful too. I
You
always
think?
you know what?
It's painful? She says painful?
Just
No, I'm just saying, just hearing that.
Is
it
it painful? I need a Band-Aid.
But you know what? And if sometimes we don't have a choice. You know, if you don't embrace it, you really don't have a choice either. You know, God, I mean, whoever you want to believe above, just pushes things into you.
It's true.
And just sometimes you got to ride the wave.
We need a surfboard.
You gotta
Pass the
be.
salt.
You
Pass
gotta.
the salt.
You gotta be. You gotta be smart about you so that you can make smart decisions.
That's great.
If you don't believe in you, you know something, You ever wonder why?
Believing in you is hard, Freddie.
Hold on. I know it's hard. That's why you're here. But you don't ever wonder why God created mirrors? I mean, think about how a mirror is made. Sit down and see a mirror made. I don't even know. But do you use a mirror? Have you ever looked at a mirror? You look in that mirror and you let that mirror know just how much and special you are. And you take it to the umph, because there's always a little bit more, and watch the magic happen.
That is so beautiful. It's true.
Because it works with you.
But
It's
you have
about that energy thing you're talking about. Do you know there was a time when food was blessed at the table because it raised the frequency of what you ate?
Well, Freddie, we still do that. We're still doing that. We're still doing that.
You do. You do. But I'm going to tell you something. In my community, we stopped doing it. Even me. And this is what I'm learning. Come back to it and watch what happens. It isn't what you do, it's what you teach others to do.
And it's also Action Jackson. That's all I have to say.
Love the movie.
Action Jackson.
What is Action Jackson?
Without action, there's nothing.
I kind of like that. Ricans have a different saying, but we'll stick with that one.
Yeah, you know, we all have our own.
And how do people find you for more information and get your book?
Well, I want to first of all thank all the universe for this beautiful opportunity. Dawn, Freddie, Iris, Vicky, thank you so much for showing up again in my life, for walking this path, for growing from good to better, for just being a beautiful mirror for me when I'm on, I'm off, and I'm very grateful to have people like that in my life, really. So what happens next is I guess we're going to get together every week on Wednesdays from 1 to 2.
And some
We're
seminars
gonna
are coming your way too, by the way.
Some what?
Seminars.
Seminars?
Yeah, you don't know it yet.
Oh, I don't know yet. Okay.
The universe is piling
So
You're gonna go big or go home.
I'm afraid of Freddie. I think
yeah,
the next
you watch.
afraid of Freddie is
You
the
watch,
next show.
baby. I got some ideas. Today has been a very inspirational day for me.
Okay.
We'll turn the corner.
So
Amazing. I love you, Anne.
thank you,
So proud of you,
Vicky.
John. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
You're the
I gotta
best.
go work.
Okay. So I'm thinking what we'll do organically, grow this, talk about the energy of the week, have people call in. I'll post or do a Facebook post before, letting people know, prepare some questions, and let's just go from strength to strength. What do you think?
Absolutely, I'm with you.
I'm with you too.
More to come. That was Actually Speaking with Anne, and she's going to be joining us every Wednesday live at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. And a very, very special, huge thank you and shout out to Gary and Vicky and Mom and Paula and Susie for hosting us and having us at JJ's Cafe in Dilly. Come on in, stop by, say hello. They're in the garden shops by Publix at Palmetto and Paroline. If you're in Boca Raton, you know the place. And just say, hey, I saw it on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Our crew, you've been amazing, and big shout out. We're on the road again tomorrow down at the Adventure Game Store in Dragon's Lair in Davie. So if you're in the area, come on out. It's game day Thursday. We're going to have some food, I think, and a
some
guest
fun.
where she says bald is beautiful. So find out about her match.
We're going to find what that's all about. I want to thank Hector, Connor, Teddy for putting it together, Manuel. Lasagna is called Anya. She was here too. That's the only way I remember the name. I want to thank
What's it
them.
called?
Her name's Anya.
Anya.
He calls her lasagna.
So I call her lasagna because I can remember the Anya.
You know, Freddie, I got something. If you bother me and I'm afraid, I'm not going to pass the salt. I'm going to do chocletas.
Chancletas.
You know what that is?
Chancletas.
You know,
My
I just-
mother was an expert chancleta thrower. It's a set. She used to hit you with the chancleta. My mother was able to throw a slipper. It turned the corner, hit you in the head, and came back to her.
My son taught me about this.
Chancleta. Wow.
Have a great day,
Make you
everyone. We'll
Spanish.
see you
Yeah.
tomorrow, same time, down in Davie, Florida, and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.